Kenny, how do you evaluate tonight with so many guys out?
I love how we competed. That was the baseline tonight. We're going to go out. We're going to go out, and we're going to make mistakes. It's not going to be perfect. We got a lot of guys in different roles. And so I just love. I liked our process. Maybe the end of the game I didn't love. I felt like we started ISOing. That's the one negative. But I'd say 97% of the game, I just kept telling them, I love our process. I like what we're doing on both ends. I think we lost. We lost our shooter. A couple times, and he was really the difference. Battle came in and hurt us, hit those threes. Maybe he kind of. Good substitution by them. He changed the game. They got downhill a few times, but overall, pleased with our group. Pleased with how we played.
It appeared like in the second half, Evan, it was more of a focal point for him to get downhill, get to the basket.
Yeah.
What changed there to get that going?
Listen, we talked, Danny. We talked about it pregame. Just that was maybe the number one positive of tonight. If that and us, our competition level. But I thought he really was intent on getting to that paint, driving it to the paint, and making the right play most of the time. Again, in the game, I think we got. Guys think they kind of got to do it themselves. So it got sticky, but. Real positive. I told him in the locker room. I said, I loved how you played tonight. That's the Evan we know, and love.
Coach, we talked about him a couple of times, but Jaylon Tyson came out the gate just playing balls to the wall, offensively and defensively. Yep. That energy seemed like it was contagious, particularly on the defensive end. He's said that he would willingly claim the villain role if it was necessary for his team.
I love it.
What do you think about that and just his performance tonight on both ends?
I love it. I mean, we're, this is how you build trust too, right? Like, when he's doing it, at this level, at the NBA level, summer league's great, workouts are great, but he's building trust with his teammates, which is the most important thing. He's building trust with the coaching staff. So, man, we can really take that, and everybody's healthy. Where does he fit in? Is it ninth man? That's an important role, especially when the playoffs come. That role is huge. But I'm thrilled with the way he's playing. We sat him out for a few minutes, and it was like, when you start saying we got to get that kid back in the game, you got something. So that's 2 games in a row where he's really played well.
At the beginning of the third quarter, it felt like you guys were playing exactly how you guys want to be playing, up and down the floor and defensively translating to offense. Is that the team that this team?
That was it. We had a flash of kind of the Cavs identity, unfortunately we couldn't. We made substitutions. I don't think the subs were bad. I think what happens is, guys just get out of their role, right? It's everyone gets knocked up a notch, and it's like, well, now, even Dean Wade, not to make excuses for him, but now he's got to be more of a playmaker and drive it, where with our normal team, he's normally just moving it. So everyone just gets shifted, and I think that's where it got funky when we started to make substitutions there in that second half and in the first half.
Kevin.
Ethan kind of hit where I was going to go, but just to piggyback off of the JT and how he played so aggressively on both ends of the floor, do you think, obviously it's not ideal to have some of the top guys out, but do you think that the circumstances allow for these younger guys to step in with more confidence, they're a little more relaxed?
Unfortunately, these are how you discover things through injuries. It's like the history of the NBA, and if he's the ninth man and playing 8 minutes or 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minute stints, it's tough to play that. Now he's just out. He knows he's out there. He knows he can make mistakes. He knows I'm not going to take him out. And like I said, I think building confidence with the vets. They're already whispering, this guy can really help us. So, it's a real positive. We hate losing, not thrilled we didn't come out with a win, but thrilled we're discovering things about our roster.
And then do we talk about Craig Porter Jr.'s vertical enough, because he had that chase down LeBron block, and then I think it was the Pistons. He had like 7 rebounds. He really jumps.
He's got great lift, and he gets up quicker than you think. I think when Kobe scattered, what did he lead the led the nation in blocks. So there you go. He's got a knack. He's got a knack of getting up getting off the floor quick. I'm really happy with him. He's doing everything we ask, and again, we got him in a primary ball handling role. A lot of times he's out there, and I think he's handled himself well. And that's not. He's usually the secondary guy, but I think he's done a good job.
Jackson.
The 3-point shot didn't fall again.
Man.
Weird, we're used to. Is this just shot quality, or is it just?
I know in the first half our shot quality was unexpected, was super high. It probably dipped in the second. I would think it dipped in the second. Second half. But what I did like about tonight, offensive, we were driving the ball to the paint. Before tonight, we're 29th in drives, which is really hurts me as a coach. It's part of our identity. So we got to get in the paint with the drive. That's how this league works. You create closeouts, get in the paint. But I thought our shot quality was pretty darn good.
You mentioned you're going to get into the paint more with drives. You have a lot of the guys who do that normally.
I know.
How do you get guys who that's not their primary role when a team's fully healthy to do that?
Create more closeouts with just swinging the ball. Even before the pick and roll comes, can you get a drive? Can you get by by people? We got to figure out a way to create advantages. But yeah, we're a little handicapped. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse to be 29th in the league in drives. We should be better. We will be better. Like I said, it's 6 games, not overreacting. You have one game where your drive rate goes up. You're, in the top 15. But I don't want to over-exaggerate. But tonight I felt like we were much more aggressive. Evan was much more aggressive. Catching the ball and just ripping it on closeouts, getting to the paint. Good things happen. Fouls, kickouts.
Last one, Spence.
I'm sure you like to see that 12 3-pointers attempted by Dre tonight, but
Yeah.
you got to that dribble pull-up quite a few times tonight, too.
Yeah.
Would you like to see more of that going forward? Because I feel like
He's an elite off-the-dribble shooter. I think for wings, he's in the 93rd percentile. I keep saying more, especially in transition. I love his pull-up threes off the dribble. But listen, him, Evan, all these guys. I know, I tell them we got to continually search for better shots, better shot quality. But I liked how aggressive he was tonight. 18 shots, 12 threes, beautiful. We needed him to step up. He did a good job.
Okay, so Coach.
Thanks, everybody.